When you hear barbecue, you think brisket, pork belly, baby back ribs. But today, we're redefining barbecue and cooking what I believe to be the most underrated cut of barbecue no one is talking about. The unsung hero, the cheeky champion. Today, we're cooking beef cheeks. But before we dive in, let's learn a little bit more about this cut. Beef cheeks come from the face of the cow. Cows are always using their cheeks for things like mooing and chewing. Because they're getting used all the time, they're an extremely tough cut of meat. And they are packed full of a ton of collagen, making them perfect for low and slow cooking. I kind of like to think of each of these cheeks like a little baby brisket. Now with our seasoning today, I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit unorthodox. Last time I cooked these, my wife called them too peppery. So to appease the household, I'm going to be cooking two with a classic SPG rub, and I'm going to be cooking the other two with a more unorthodox honey sriracha rub. And I guess with our cheeks all prepped up, there's nothing left to do except get them on the kettle. What would the most underrated cut of barbecue be without some incredible sides to go along with it? Sad. Very, very sad. So today we're making some Yorkshire puddings and some hot honey mustard to go along with it. Let's get into it.
I'm not gonna lie, Yorkshire pudding's got to be one of the easiest sides to make. They are quite bland in flavour, but that's actually why they're so good. They just act as a vessel to soak up juices and transport meat to your mouth. And after 30 minutes in the oven, this is what you're left with. Pillowy, fluffy Yorkshire puddings.
Now this might be an unpopular opinion, but when it comes to sauces and things like that, I don't like to go by a set in stone recipe. I kind of chuck all the ingredients together and then just adjust as I need to with flavour. This is perfect.
A few moments later.
So after 3.5 hours, our bark has developed nicely and we're looking at about that 60 degrees Celsius mark. We're hitting a bit of a stall. It's time to start the braising process. Braising is essentially a cooking style where you're trapping meat inside a little steam box. The combination of simmering liquid and steam on the inside really helps to break down the connective tissues of the meat and makes it super tender. When it comes to braising meat, there's like a million possibilities in what you use as a braising liquid. Typically, you're gonna want to use things that are gonna help infuse more flavor into the meat. All right, she's all housed up. Let's get this bad boy back in the kettle for a few more hours to get super tender.
6 hours later and our cheeks are probing around 95 degrees Celsius and feeling like butter. And just look at that bark, absolutely incredible. After a short rest till they've come down to about 75 degrees Celsius, this is what we're left with. And if you're wondering why I'm claiming these are the most underrated cut in barbecue, here's why.
Ooh.
For 6 hours of cooking, it doesn't get better than that.
And we finally made it to the end of another video, and you know what that means, a taste test. Pudding, beef, then sauce. Wow, that is just incredible. Try getting more tender meat than this in 6 hours. Just try it. I need to go for another bite. Well guys, there you have it. Again, 6 hours, cheap to do, absolutely fantastic. Go and give the most underrated cut in barbecue and go for yourself. We cut that in half for you. You have to be the best fed dog in Australia. Yummy, isn't it? All right, have a good one.